Hello teachers, we have covered most of the things that we have to do in 3 hours. Let's quickly kind of summarize. If you start from the home page, you will see what we've added so far. We've added several elements here. We also added a logo, added pages and sub pages. We added a course syllabus. When we click on course syllabus, we had to insert a file or link to a file. The same thing we did here in math lessons. The math work, we talked briefly about quizzes. We didn't do anything about assignments because it's kind of like what you do in course syllabus or math lessons. You can also do under assignments. We added a gallery, project gallery, and project slideshows. Now, as you can see in these slideshows, you have the pause button or play button. If you play it, it will keep playing. Okay, and if you pause it, it will. If you play it, it plays. If you pause it, it pauses as well. Then we added some useful sites so that we don't need to keep typing those sites or memorize those sites. We have it already on the website. And we added a contact form whereby our students can contact us and we can read what their reasons for the contact. Okay, we looked at the basic elements. We looked at the design pages that we know we can use any of these design pages. And one interesting thing is that even after doing your website, you can say, okay, let me see how it will be in this design. You see, in this design, look at how it is. Look at how it is if it's with this design and the rest of them, but we want to go back to what we have before. Then we looked at pages, how to add pages and sort pages. We talked about editors for the site and also settings for the site. We talked about those. Another thing we did, we looked at the multimedia, and under the multimedia we have the photo gallery slideshow. I've talked about those initially. Then file, that's the same thing. You can either drag a file to the page. We would have added audio and video, but as you can see, it is only for the professional account. We can also embed documents, but it is for the professional account. We can add this is a flash file. We can also add it by dragging it. We can also add Google Maps or a YouTube video. Revenue, we probably wouldn't have time to talk about revenue here, but one thing about revenue is that your website can bring you small cash, you know, it can bring you some money. And then let's look at more. We can have a more layout forms, feed reader. Now, custom HTML, we saw this here. Also, basic custom HTML. HTML, I talked about it briefly. It is known as hypertext markup language. It's for programmers, you know, it's for programmers, but you can still learn it, though it will just take time. But it is the basic language of the web. That's the HTML. Like if you click on it, actually if we click on it, we can see the we can see what it is. That's in HTML pages actually. If we want to know the HTML code, so we'll just click to set it. But we are really not interested in that. We also have a button here that we can click as well. So that is what we've talked about so far. And you can also play with all these. Now, another interesting thing is that we can add an online poll. We will talk about it. We'll talk about it right now. Adding an online poll, you can kind of poll your students just by clicking it and dragging it. And you can go to Poll Daddy and register. And it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to set up. Okay. All right. Thank you for listening to this. Please look at other videos in my YouTube page, and it's going to help you. Thank you for attending my presentation at the Alabama Educational Technology Conference, and have fun with your website. Congratulations. Okay, bye.